Yeah, break beats, this is my street. My beef, no peace, nigga, don't preach. Take a seat, two-seater with two heaters and one stick real long when I come see ya. You spin around when I gun you down. Low down, nigga, welcome to the underground. 6 feet, can you see the pavement?
Or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna say this from experience. If you young brothers out here and y'all rapping and y'all dealing with these big entities and you making numbers and stuff like that, man, when you get your contract, man, your distribution deal, whatever it is you get, man, I want you to check one thing out and have your lawyer check this out. Find out if these corporations or whoever you sign with, management too, if they have life insurance policies on you. Okay? Because I found out that there were life insurance policies on me and my partner.
Not me.
Not him.
Not me.
That we didn't even know existed. So if something would have happened to us, the record company would have got paid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's a throwed ass policy because everybody want to hear a dead man speak.
That's when they love you, when you're gone.
Yeah, they love you when you're gone. That's when you get your flowers. Okay?
That's when you get your full appreciation. And people are like, damn.
Because hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, I wonder if Tupac, if it was a life insurance policy on him. I'm sure it is if a nigga pay $1 million to get you out of prison, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not saying Suge had something to do with it, but I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
So
shit, I'm gonna tell you this. I remember my partner. This was in the 90s. And he was selling dope. And his brother-in-law, he was was making money in the streets. And he had a drop on swangers. This when they stopped making so you couldn't get them. Like now these long ass swangers nigga boys
they ordering
out.
That shit.
I'm just saying they wasn't available.
Right.
Like the swangers that was 84s, 83s at the time, that's all you could get.
Mm-hmm.
And they stopped making them before Big Tex. This old school cat, Big Tex, started making swangers. But anyway, you couldn't get swangers for probably about a good maybe 8 years or so.
I was thinking 10, yeah.
At least 8 years
you
couldn't get swangers. They wasn't making swangers. So what was on the street, what Cadillac had on the street, what was on the street. And this was this probably was about 92. Yeah, about 92. My partner was selling dope. And his big homie, our big homie, he had a drop on swangers, man, and they tried to jack my partner named Rob. And but they tried to jack him. But what his daddy did when his daddy found out that they tried to jack him, he told him, you know, not to sell dope. He wasn't tripping. Mr. Shields, Bone Shields. Bone Shields went and put a insurance policy on Rob. He showed it to me and everything. He was like, well, shit, you know, I'm finna put in, I'm gonna make me some money. And that's his son.
Cold game, boy.
so imagine what these record companies doing to niggas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They know how dangerous rap is. You know, especially back in the 90s. Like, they used to have seminars and shit. Where niggas would go with their entourage and boys, boys would get into fights.
Yeah.
Jack the Rapper and all this shit.
Yeah. South by Southwest, you know what I'm saying?
It was rumors, you know, Luke Skywalker and Cube got it. His people got into it, you know. If y'all can dig, y'all can find the outcome. But, you know, boys was really getting into it physically, altercations back then. So it all leads to what's going on now. Like, a lot of these rappers that's getting killed, It might be random acts, and it might not. But you got to look who ultimately gonna benefit.
Follow the money.
Even if they don't have an insurance policy,
Mm-hmm.
who own the music?
Yeah, your catalog.
Yeah, who own that?
Yeah.
And like we said before, once you die, that's when you're gonna get all the spins and the streams after you die. More so. Even look at Michael Jackson. After Michael Jackson died, man, all his albums went on to sell in big numbers. Man.
Yeah.
And that's Michael Prince too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can imagine these other artists what happened after you die. People have more appreciation of you, and they want to listen to you more so, even if it's a short period of time, a week up to maybe
a couple of months.
Yeah, people gonna listen to you heavy
Mm-hmm.
and that's a lot of money generated.
Yeah, and as an artist, you know, your intellectual property, man, you need to take control of your intellectual property. You know, if I would have known, you know, all of these particular things, you know, 'cause here again in the 90s, you know, we from Houston, we ain't had nobody, you know, telling us how entertainment worked. This not an entertainment city, you know what I mean?
But I'm saying, even, not to cut you out, but you know, and it's just like, you know, what LeBron James doing. LeBron James learned from the mistakes of Jordan. Jordan ain't get a big contract to his last year.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even with the record industry. You know, these guys now that's really making money.
Right.
They had to learn from the mistakes of the people before them. Even the youngsters now. They know to start a business and go into business for themselves than actually pursuing a 4-year degree. Like our parents before us. Like, it takes a generation or two before you to make the mistakes that you learn from to put you in a position where you are now.
Mm-hmm. Facts, bro.
Yeah.
That's facts, man. Yeah. But you gotta, like you say, man, you gotta understand what happened before.
History.
Yeah, history is important, man.
Yeah, you gotta learn your history.
You gotta learn your history, man.
Even Floyd Mayweather, you gotta give props to that man. Not just for being a great boxer, but a great businessman.
Yeah.
This man knew to start a
promotional company.
Yeah, fight promoter. He knew these things, man. To put he making $100 million, was making $100 million a fight, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because he was his own promoter, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm sure if Tyson would have known that, Tyson probably would have done it. You know.
Yeah.
Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
But they didn't have what Don King was doing to Muhammad Ali and others.
Mm-hmm.
They could have done it for themselves if they would have known, and that's
Right.
what I feel like Mayweather benefit from.
He looked back
Yeah.
and saw the trappings and reinvented, you know what I'm saying, and evolved. I ain't gonna say reinvented, but evolved his approach to the business, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what we need to see our young brothers and sisters do now, you know, which I feel like they don't have an appreciation for history. You know what I mean? You take our generation, you know, we never said anything disparagingly about Frankie Beverly, you know, Marvin Gaye, you know, James Brown, people that some of us wasn't even born when they was doing music, but our parents listened to them, and we looked up to them as legends. We looked up to them as, you know what I'm saying? We didn't go against them, you know what I'm saying? But I see a lot of my young brothers, you know, they talking down on Tupac or whatever. Man, let that man, hey man, that man here for y'all, bro.
Yeah.
He did it for y'all, you know what I'm saying? Don't shit on your legacy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't see like little white boys talking about Mick Jagger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In a negative way. You feel me?
Or Eminem for that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Even Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.